Hey guys! So, today is an Andie Talks, and today I'm talking about antidepressants. Now this video is to kind of like help remove the stigma and sort of clarify for anyone who's thinking about taking them, because I take them. I'm actually increasing my dosage next week, which is going to be fun, and I have like several friends who take them, so this is pretty relevant to me. And my glasses are falling up. God damn, I tried to do something serious and my glasses want to betray me. Anyway, I've got my list of things I want to say, so hopefully I shouldn't miss anything out. Okay, right, there's like a lot of misconceptions about the pill, like it's unnatural, that it's a pill that makes you happy. Like I know in the past they used to give Valium for depression, like that's not what they do. It's not a pill that makes you happy. Inverted commas. So like depression is caused by a chemical imbalance in the brain. Now of course like depression can be caused by many things. Obviously you got comorbidity, like anxiety can cause depression, or depression can cause anxiety. It's like mix and match of mental illnesses, which is not fun. And antidepressants are often something which you use in conjunction with like therapy or just sort of like elevated self-care. It's not a quick fix. It's not something you take and you're instantly fixed. It doesn't work like that. It works alongside. It's an aid to help you become better. Now there are like many different types of antidepressants. Like I've tried about 3, and they have like different levels of dosages. Like the basic level is either 10 or 20 grams, and they take about 4 to 6 weeks before they actually work, so it's a long-term thing. Now what actually is an antidepressant? Now modern day antidepressants are generally SSRIs, which stands for selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors. I'll say that again, selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, which is a mouthful, but basically it increases the level of serotonin in the brain, and serotonin is a neurotransmitter, and basically the SSRI stops serotonin from being reabsorbed by the nerves, which increase levels of serotonin, basically, and serotonin is linked to depression. So I mean, for some reason the science behind depression isn't exactly exact, but the brain is a pretty tricky organ, I'm guessing. But this is what modern science has given us, although I'm pretty sure they could probably do better. But the point I'm saying is that the antidepressants are not some sort of weird chemical. It's a man-made version, like an artificial version of something which already occurs naturally in the body, which ironically kind of is man-made because it's made. Okay. So basically it's like if your body doesn't make enough, store-bought is fine. Okay, so antidepressants, like I said, they're a long-term treatment. It's usually longer than a year that you have to take them, and you can't like suddenly stop them either. And it's not for everyone. It takes, like I said, it takes trial and error to find the right antidepressant for you. Now, side effects. There are side effects. Of course there are side effects. Like with any medication, there's always going to be side effects. The ones I have tried is fluoxetine, sertraline, and I'm currently on citalopram. And let's see, the startup side effects usually fade after sort of 2 to 4 weeks. And there are some like long-lasting side effects that usually impacts on libido. Obviously, you guys know I'm asexual. That doesn't apply to me. Now, usually the startup side effects include sort of nausea, fatigue, headaches, like a lack of appetite. But like I said, it usually goes after about 2 weeks. Like fluoxetine is the most potent one, I do believe, and that has the worst startup side effects. Whereas one like I'm on currently, citalopram, has very mild side effects. But yeah, okay, and I know everyone has heard of the whole, oh no, antidepressants actually cause suicide. Now obviously with side effects, you've got ones which range from common to extremely rare. Now common ones are the ones that I listed, which are nausea, and then extremely rare one is suicidal. But there are like many things in place to prevent that. Like antidepressants are a prescription medication. Now I'm talking about this in the context of being in the UK. I don't know if this is any different for people in the US, but it is a prescription medicine. Your doctor will only prescribe it to you if they see enough evidence to do so, and they will only prescribe a month's worth. So which means you have to check back in every month to get more medication, and in that time your doctor will also check in on you, make sure you're feeling fine and getting on well with it, basically. So let's see, my experience on it. I actually like flitted around many different types. Like I said, I'm currently on citalopram. Like I changed from fluoxetine to sertraline because I felt it wasn't working, but I had completely forgotten that you can actually increase the dosage, which is why I'm trying it now by increasing my dosage with citalopram. But obviously, like I said, it has to be used along with self-care as well. For me, it's like helped me sort of clear up my brain fog. It helps me function because depression fucking sucks, man. And when it makes you non-functional, like if you're one of the lucky few who are high functioning, well, actually it's kind of worse. They're both pretty bad, but if you're a non-functioning person, it can help you become a functional person again, which is kind of a big help. It's kind of what you want, because it's kind of hard to do it if you feel basically. So I hope this sort of like clears up any misinformation you may know. Like, I know many people have said it's bad. That's why it took me personally so long before I even decided to seek out going to get antidepressants. Like, I've had depression sort of like solidly 4 or 5 years now, and I only sort of last year, like I've only been on medication for about a year. I stopped for a bit and I've restarted, but I only just finally came to the decision and educated myself about it to go and get it about a year ago. So like there's no shame in using antidepressants. There's such a stigma about it which demonizes using antidepressants for some reason. I just don't understand why. And this is all coming from neurotypical people who don't understand. They think it's like makes me angry. Like, people who shit on us for using that, shame on you. Like, shame on you. How dare you? You wouldn't tell a cancer patient that all they need is fresh air and like a bike ride. Like, you wouldn't. Depression occurs in the brain, and the brain is an organ. Unlike any organ, it can malfunction. And antidepressants mitigate that. Antidepressants tackle the physical problem, because obviously depression affects your mental problems. Antidepressants tackle the physical, and that's what allows us to get better. So obviously, like I said, antidepressants have to be used in conjunction with other things. Like, antidepressants tackle the physical aspect of it, but it's up to you to tackle the mental aspect. But yeah, I mean, I hope this video is helpful for you guys, because I sure as heck wish I had knew more about antidepressants before I started, because just seriously, the stigma around depression, everything just makes it so hard for people to seek help. It took me such a long time before I even sought help from a doctor. You know, I think I had it solidly for about a year or 2 years before I even went to a doctor to talk about it. And the same with the medication. So let's just remove the stigma, guys. Let's just remove the stigma about mental health. I want people to get better. That's all I want. I just want people to get better. I want people to learn and educate themselves, to help people who are suffering from this get better, and people who are suffering this to find methods to cope and to be on the path to recovery. But yeah, if you guys have any more suggestions about what I should talk about in my Andie talks, do let me know in the comments down below. Subscribe to me if you haven't already. I mean, I'm not all just sort of serious topics. I do talk about other stuff too. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed.